Yes, my name is Don Face Searles. I just stopped everything I was doing and watched your video. It was 50 minutes and 8 seconds this morning. I'm going through a very similar situation. My email address is smurf@gmail.com. I had put it up on the website. I was trying to reach out and get some information. I got a very similar situation going on. There's not going into detail about the FFL or any of that, just to conceal carry. I already had my office administrator hearing. Someone give me a call back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir. How are you? This is Ryan Gass with PTP.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I've been saying these phones been listening for I don't know how long. Because the first thing I got up this morning, I seen your YouTube channel or whatever, and I just sat back and started laughing and laid back down for 50 minutes, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So what happened? If you want me asking, like, what you got going on?
Matter of fact, the lady called me back. She's gonna walk to this front. I gotta get in here. I go speak a little bit loud. The lady, she called me this morning. This afternoon after watching the video because I reached out to them, and from what was it, Cohen?
Yeah, Cohen and Harris.
Yes. So I reached out to them this morning, and they contacted me back or whatever. Basically, I got to pass my Maryland CCW, but I had my DC, I had my Utah, I had my collector's license or whatever. So I understood what he was talking about. I already went to my OH or whatever. My appeals hearing or whatever. That was back in, I forgot, I had the paperwork out. But I just got the denial letter back in July. So that's about 3 months before then. Basically, they said they denied me because I had a history for violence. I said, how do you figure? Like, what are you guys talking about? They told me because I had 4 different restraining orders from my child's mother. I said, sir, don't you understand I'm going through a custody battle, and I done went to court on all 4 of those? It's not like she didn't show up anything. We had 4 court hearings space, and none of these things went through. I said, because they found holes in the story, she was lying, you know?
Yeah.
They talking about, well, because you had so many of the same allegations. I said, sir, anybody can lie on you. I said, sir, I can come up here right now and lie on you.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, but that's not true. You know what I'm saying? We're not in a relationship. I said, sir, I would let them know that me and you were fucked. I said, that's how far I wanted to push, you know what I'm saying, a lie. Yeah. Like she was willing to push a lie. I said, do I have your attention now? You know? So he just kind of got quiet on the phone or whatever. But, I was trying to find a way to appeal this appeal or whatever, I guess.
Yeah. So you went to, the state police denied you, you appealed it. You went to OAH, and they denied you as well?
Yes, we had a hearing, and they denied being a hearing. The hearing is really just something online.
Yeah, it's like a Zoom call?
Yeah, it's like a Zoom call. I mean, you on there with the sergeant from the Maryland State Police Department, I forgot his name, and another guy that's in pants and a shirt. He don't even have a robe on. He's not even a duck.
Yeah. Oh man, damn. Well, so yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert at this stuff. Like if you see all my other videos, I talk about. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just, I help people. I do the training stuff, and then I kind of help guide people a little bit, like to resources and stuff a little bit. But that's not like what I do for a living. Like I'm not an expert. It definitely sounds like you're caught up in some bullshit, and this is not. Well, this is not like every day. This is also not like, I don't know how they didn't dig into it farther, especially when, like you said, like, yes, they got temporary restraining orders, but as soon as it gets in front of a judge to see if it's going to be a permanent, like a year long, it's like what you said, it got dropped every single time because there was zero evidence or basis for it. So like that on its face, I get why they might be, their attention was had because of the 4 restraining orders. But when you take a look at it and you get context and you ask you and maybe even her, because I bet you if they asked her, she might slip up and tell on herself. But with a little bit of investigation, they could see that there's nothing to be had here. There's no issue. There's no basis to deny you your access to your right.
Right. So I'm like, how do you override another judge?
Yeah.
You know, you're just in the office of, you know what I'm saying? You're nothing but the state trooper or whatever. State police.
Yeah.
You're the state police. I didn't know state police can override a judge's, you know what I'm saying, decision.
Well, they think they can
4
sometimes. Some of them, they think that they are the some, not saying all, or even not even saying a majority, but some of them think that they're the judge, jury, and executioner. Like some of them would put people in the prison cell and throw away the key themselves if they had the choice. But you know, some of them are very, you know, well trained and know their limitations of their job. But unfortunately, not many of those work in the licensing division. Unfortunately. Not to me.
But like I said, I didn't just tell them this. I gave them documentation for my case. This wasn't just words coming out of my mouth.
Right.
Like I took the time, provided detailed documentation for everything that y'all questioned me on. Oh, I'm sorry, I fell apart. They said I lied on the application also. I said, sir, how did I lie on the I said, this is the same way when I go purchase firearms or whatever. I said, I fill out the questionnaire the same exact way. Well, you check the box, know that you have never been arrested. I said, sir, I said, if the officer, if the charges were dropped, shouldn't the arrest get dropped also? I said, so what am I going to put on here? Yes, I've been arrested, and the charges were dropped. Like, what was our charge for? Nothing.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying on that. If you mind me asking, is that related to what you were telling me before, or is that separate?
No, that was separate.
Okay.
Separate charges or whatever.
So with those, and because like I'll tell you right now, and you can see this in other videos. Like I've been arrested in my life too, twice. But I was arrested, charged, but never convicted. But like if you want me asking, like what was the arrest about? Like what were the charges regarding?
This was back in probably like 07 or 08. When we used to ride motorcycles up to Greenbelt Fridays or whatever. It was a big ass police brawl in there. Police in there macing everyone or whatever. I'm sitting at the bar. Like I said, the officer came to court and testified that he had picked up the wrong guy from the bar. Mind you, this shit is going on the other side of the bar. So it was kind of like an assault on a police officer or whatever.
Right.
But then they went back and looked at the tape and figured they had the wrong guy because when they snatched me from the back off the stool, you know, it's a melee going on in here. I mean, everyone is fighting. The police are here macing people. I'm sitting there talking face to face, and her eyes get big as shit. Next thing I know, I'm getting yanked off the stool. I turn around, I don't even look. I just swing because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? It's a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's the police. I said, I had knocked out the fucking police. And I tried to pick him up. When I tried to pick him up, who was coming through the fucking door? More police.
Oh yeah.
I said, man, look at the tape. I said, y'all man needs some help though. I said, I knocked your man out by mistake. I said I did it, but look at the fucking tape. I said, I ain't involved in shit going on in here.
Yeah. So you were arrested, charged, were you ever convicted?
No.
Okay.
No, they dropped them charges.
Yeah. And so when you're doing, I'm not like criticizing, I'm just trying to get more context. So when you're doing the application, you know, you forgot to put that you were arrested because you remember the event, but you didn't think you needed to put it down because you were found not guilty?
But I had been putting no for the rest for the longest time because I didn't think it made it this, like I said, this happened back in like 07.
No, I get it.
And I don't know how many guns I had since then. But it's the same way I filled out the application, like I said. And I even apologized to the Office of Administrative Hearing and gave them details and then showed them paperwork on that too where the charges were dropped. I said, because if I put down I was arrested, then it's going to be like, what were you arrested for? Because we don't see any charges in the system.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, yeah. So, how long ago did you do your application and submit that to the state police originally?
August 24th of 2022. We just made it past a year a little while ago.
Gotcha. And then again, I'm not criticizing and stuff, and I don't need to know necessarily names, but
come on.
Did
you can ask me anything. I'm an open book.
I got you. So did your instructor go over the application at all in the class and talk about that type of stuff and like what you should or shouldn't put?
I can kind of say yeah and no. I mean,
like a 5-minute talk on it, maybe.
Right. If that.
They checked the box, but they didn't really, go in it. Yeah, because I mean, again, I'm not like criticizing. I don't even know who your instructor is or anything like that. But that's something that they probably should have gone over. I go over that in my classes because the mistake you made is not uncommon. It's not that everyone does that, but like, similarly but different. When I got arrested when I was 13 and when I was 18, and when I first did the application process, I forgot to put about the arrest when I was 13. I forgot about it. I was arrested on a Sunday, released to my parents, and the charges were dropped the following day. And I went back to being an asshole little kid. You know, so I mean,
Right.
it was another day in the life, and I forgot to put it down. And when I was going through the application process, they contacted me and said, "Hey, everything's looking good, but we found this. You didn't tell us about this." And I was like, "Well, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it looks like you were arrested." And I was like, "I put that." They're like, "No, another one." And I was like, and they were like, they started giving me like the short and sweet, like, you know, when, where, what it was. And I was like, "Oh shit, yep, you know what? That I did get arrested, and I totally forgot about that. Here's what happened, blah, 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 blah." And it was a little bit different context, but because of, you know, how long ago it was, because I was a kid, because, you know, the charges were dropped the next day, you know, they gave me a little bit of grace. I said, okay, you know, it's not a huge deal. You know, it's reasonable that you forgot, and what happened was not a big deal at all. It was a little destruction of property charge. But I mean,
Right.
that's not uncommon for people to forget different shit and or remember it, but doesn't think that it matters, or don't think it counts because it was thrown out or because they were found not guilty or whatever. And like some states don't care. Like they don't like Utah. When you apply for Utah, they don't give a shit about that. They don't want to even hear about it because you were found not guilty or it was thrown out. All they want to know
Right.
about in Utah is convictions and any pending charges, which makes sense. That's reasonable.
Right.
Why should they
Right.
care about something that happened, you know, 15 years ago that you were found not guilty of? You know, the courts decided whether you were right or wrong on that, and they've already decided you were not in the wrong. Move on. So
Exactly.
why is the state police going to hassle you on that? You know,
But check this out. I never got a call from a investigator. Never got a call from an investigator.
they should
Like,
have.
a lot of stuff could have been cleared up. I know people that has never gotten a call from the investigator and got their card in the mail.
Yeah.
I said, so how in the fuck does this work for me?
Yeah.
How am I the unlucky guy?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, they used to, but they're not doing it anymore. They're not calling references, they're not calling spouses, and they're not calling the actual applicant, unless they think that they need to. But I seldom ever see where they think that they need to. They either approve you or they deny you a lot of times. It seems like, and they kind of slowed down a little bit now, but even like last year when you applied, like last August or so, that's when they were like balls to the walls busy, and they weren't taking a second look. They were denying or they were approving. They were moving along. And it sounds like you were kind of a victim of their circumstances. You know, they got too busy to give you a little extra time a day to see what the totality of the circumstances were. And now you're left, you know, trying to fight literally for your right, and you're being denied because of a bunch of bullshit. Either stuff you were never found guilty of, and or some stuff when it came to, I think you said the mother of your children?
My one child.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, so it's so ignorant, but I don't have a whole lot to really tell you other than I would try to find a competent lawyer. I'm not sure. How did your conversation with Conan and Harris go? Are they going to take it up for you, or are they going to look into a little bit more before deciding to take on your case?
Kathy said, since my time had expired or whatever for my other appeal, I would have to go back, get denied again, and then, you know what I'm saying, seek their counsel, whatever.
Yeah.
So when she started talking all these numbers, I just asked her, I was like, I said, I hear you keep talking about all these different court proceedings. I said, all I'm hearing is dollar signs.
Yeah.
I said, this is not my first rodeo in court. I said, how much is this going to cost me? So they said $300 for the consultation fee to even see if, what's his name, Ron or somebody.
Right, I got you, yeah.
Would even take on the case or whatever. So I was like, say, give us a couple days and, you know what I'm saying, think about what you want to do. You know, I said, because for real, first of all, I want to be educated, you know what I'm saying, on where I messed up at and educate others. I want my CCW, and I want to sue them for me not being able to protect myself in the state of Maryland where I live at.
Oh, yeah.
My home state.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll tell you what. What I'll do is this. I don't do this like a bunch and blah, blah, but if you want, I don't give a shit either way. That's not going to take away from me. But if you want, you can come out to one of my classes for free so that you can see what they should have done at your class, including but not limited to talking about what should or should not be done on the application. And then outside of that, regardless if you take me up on that or not, because again, I'm not going to charge you at all for that. But outside of that, regardless, I would, if I was you, I would go ahead and submit a new application for your Maryland carry. And you're going to have to get new fingerprints for that, though. You're going to get new fingerprints. You're going to have
because they're only good for what?
Yeah,
30 days?
No, they're actually good for a year, but they're only good for a one-time use. So you're going to have to get new fingerprints. Your photograph, you could probably use that or just take a new one, and I can help you out with that if you come out to the class. But long story short, reapply. I would let me help you a little bit when it comes to the paperwork, and I'll try to, because we want to make sure that we put out the arrest that you had that one time that you forgot to bring up, and we want to, you know, try to make sure that this goes much more smoothly and with less questions asked than last time. You know, they didn't really ask me any questions anyway, but we want to make sure that, you know, we want to try to do our better job and make sure that you're set up for success. You know, we're not leaving any rocks unturned and stuff. And like the lawyer said, though, if you do get denied again, appeal it immediately. As soon as you get the denial, appeal it and let them know. And I would honestly, I think it might be a good idea at that point in time to then retain legal counsel.
Right. Yeah,
so, because, you know, it might just been you caught a shit investigator with a opinion, and you get a good one next time that has common sense. They take another look at it, and oh yeah, here we go, prove it, and no issue. So that's what I would say. I would say do that, and if you get denied, then start, you know, retaining legal counsel with that.
Yeah, because I don't think I want to talk to him for $300, and you know, saying just have time expire again, then have to go through the same process.
Yeah.
You know.
And then
again, after I get denied.
Yeah, and then I know in that video, if you listen all the way through, he dealt with a lawyer, but after the first appeal or something like that, something happened, I guess, and the guy lost contact with him. I don't know what happened all there, and I don't know exactly what happened with that and stuff. There's 5 sides to every story and stuff, but I would say that I'm not taking away from Conan Harris and whatnot. And I don't know, this guy I'm about to recommend to you, I don't know him from Tom, Dick, or Harry. He knows of me, I know of him, but, you know, we're not like business buddies or any of that. I've never had beer with him, but and I'm having a brain fart right now on his name. But that I'll find it and I'll text it to you. But that attorney that he did mention in there, he is probably best suited for something like this. Now, again, not taking away from Conan Harris, but I think that this guy is better suited for it. I think it's a relatively simple thing that he's probably dealt with several times before, and he could probably help you out with. But again, I'll go back and I'll find his name. I'm slipping at the time right now, but yeah. So long story short, I wouldn't stress too much about it. Just go ahead and get your fingerprints, reapply, and we'll just go from there, dude.
Okay, you don't have nobody do fingerprints down here, do you?
What area do you live in?
I'm over here in Springdale by FedEx Field.
So I tell you what, I can't give you the because I'm offering that training for you for free and stuff, but I can't give you the fingerprints for free. But I do have a company coming out. I got a company coming out to my class tomorrow in Brandywine to do fingerprints for my class that I'm doing today and tomorrow. If you want, you can slide out in the morning and get some fingerprints done in Brandywine and be ready to submit your application by noon tomorrow.
Ah, shit.
Or we got that. We have that again. We have them coming out again on Saturday morning as well. Because I have another class Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it this week. Honestly, I have some prior engagements or whatever.
I got you.
But
next week, let me see where we're at next week. I think next week, I gotta check what day, but I think it's Leonardtown. We're doing a class in Leonardtown. We'll have fingerprints there. Let me see what we got.
When you gonna be back down at Brandywine?
Brandywine, we don't have anything left on the schedule with the rest of this year. We're working on January. Yeah, so let me see. Next, looks like I think it's next Saturday. I gotta double check, but it looks like next Saturday down in Leonardtown, and then we don't have fingerprints again ourselves until Saturday, November 4th in Annapolis. But I mean, you don't have to get them from us. It doesn't matter where you get them and stuff. But yeah, if we can help you, you definitely will. But yeah, I would definitely try to get your fingerprints done regardless of where you, regardless of where you go, and then yeah, get that new application submitted, dude.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go back and see if I can get my fingerprints done or whatever.
Cool.
Back at Maryland. So that's probably the easiest thing for me to do.
Yeah.
Just stop in there one day. it's there, and go from there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And like I said, I'll bring down all my documentation.
Yeah. Oh, you're breaking up bad. I don't hear you at all. If you can hear me, I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, you there?
I'm sorry. I'm at the gas station getting fuel in my big truck.
Yeah, all right.
Put that to the damn radio instead of my headset.
No worries. Yeah, but trying to think. What I'll do too is I'll text you a link. I'll text you at this number that you called me at, and then I'll text you a link to a blog article that I've done that goes over the application process pretty in detail, and it talks about what you where you had an issue at. It actually talks about what you should or shouldn't put. Yeah, so like I would try to start putting your application together and use that blog as a guide, and then don't submit. I would, if you can, let me look over your application and maybe if I have to make some tweaks and stuff, and then we'll double check it, and then once you have your fingerprints, you can submit it. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of. I think it could be just simply a matter of reapplying and being, and correcting what issues might have been last time, and putting a little bit more detail out there to a certain extent. And
right.
this could be, easily approved, I think.
My thing is this. I'm like, is my name gonna be red flagged in the system? Like, oh, here comes this guy again.
No, probably not. I mean, they'll be able to see probably if they look at all. But obviously, it looks like they don't like taking second looks. But it looks like if they wanted to, they can go back and see what's happened in the past. They can see your shit in the past. But like I said, I think if you do it, if you do it better this time, it may be able to clear up some of the problems that the state police have.
And then another thing, my cousin told me to do too, or whatever. I've been getting a lot of things that sponge off my record or whatever. That's just sitting on there. That have there's been no convictions of.
Okay, so just be clear, you don't have any convictions at all.
No, not from what they try to say. It was assault one day on the tow truck. A guy tried to touch my face and kiss my face. That was self-defense. I went to court on that. So.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
The four restraining orders from my child's mother. Oh, and I'm sorry. Then there was another restraining order that did go through. But I got a lawyer on that one because I didn't realize I had a court date. So I was out of town with my kid down in Disney World. So when I got back, I seen the paperwork or whatever. So I'm like, oh, had a court date. I'm like, who had a court date? So I got a look at Teresa Moore. She went through. We had a whole trial, and that got dropped or whatever because the girls, like me and my lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Are like cool, you know what I'm saying, outside the office.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell her like I told you and everybody else about this story. The girl wasn't even at my house with me. She was over there with somebody else at my house. I wake up with this girl on top of me, straddling my legs or whatever, telling me if I don't eat her pussy, she's gonna cut me with a razor blade that she has in her hand and a bottle. I'm thinking it's a dream. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is not real. So when I realized it was real, I reacted. I knocked her. I knocked the razor blade out of her hand, knocked the bottle out of her other hand, and knocked her ass off the top of me. I said, dog. I said, if that would have been anybody else, switch the roles now. A man on top of a woman, they would have been gone for rape, assault, and some other shit.
Yeah.
Yes, she had a bloody nose because I ain't want a bloody neck.
Yeah.
That's what I testified to in court. So when the girl got on the stand and testified and said, yeah, I did tell her if he didn't eat my pussy, I was gonna cut his neck. And my lawyer looked back at me because she thought I was playing the whole fucking time. She kept thinking the shit was funny, while I was in the office.
Yeah.
I said, I told you,
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Teresa Moore, she's right there on Main Street up in Marlboro. I'm not sure if you can make any criminal lawyers around here, but yeah, that's who I went and got. So, yeah.
Oh man, that's wild.
Beyond wild.
Holy crap. Oh, man.
So that, like I said, that restraining order initially went through, but when the charge was dropped, you know, I never got arrested. But I'm like, shit, that restraining order should have been rescinded. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went through because I wasn't there. But when we had the trial, like, why should a restraining order like that still, you know what I'm saying, hold up in court?
No, I mean, that's because that's already come and gone anyway. Like it's yeah. So I mean that won't hold you back either. I mean, I've seen people in many similar circumstances, whether it's with a person they shared children with, and or whether it's you know, a divorce and stuff. People get restraining orders put on them all the time like that, and you know, it's there for 6 months to a year. It expires, and everybody goes about their day like it never happened. And it's not gonna, that alone wouldn't hold you back at all. So yeah,
like I said, they can pinpoint what's holding me back. I was shut up, but no one can tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was shut the up and never bring shit up again.
Yeah.
But if I know I ain't done, I'm like, hold the fuck on. You know, I'll sit down and tell you things that I had for.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get me on some that I didn't fucking do.
Yeah. Golly. Oh.
And like I said, I had documentation for all this, the back of everything coming out of my damn mouth. I'm probably forgetting some shit. Like I said, I got everything in my damn folder. Yeah. So it's not like I'm just telling you this, you know what I'm saying? I want you to believe me. No, I pass the paperwork over, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people in this business, don't let anybody tell you anything. Read the paperwork for yourself.
Exactly. No, yeah. I think the more we talk, we're gonna get along pretty well. I'm on the same page. If it's not in writing, if it's not, you know, documented, it never happened. And you know, it's easiest way to shut people up that start rumors of bullshit if you have documentation to you know throw everything they're saying out the water and stuff. So no, yeah, I'm on the same page as you with this stuff.
But I think I watched one of your videos before. Correct me if this is not true. It might have been somebody else. But I remember we was riding down the Ditch Sporting Goods, and this is probably about maybe 2 winters ago, down there in Waldorf, and my buddy had passed me the phone to show me who was riding past guns or whatever. And I remember I seen a video say where an officer came in the store and brought somebody back outside to the store. Was that you guys? Yeah,
that was my company. It wasn't me specifically, but that was my company.
I thought that was you when I was sitting there watching this morning. I said, why does he look familiar?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah. They we had to school up the Charles County Sheriff's Office that week, but no, yeah, everything's cool there. They know the deal now.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got plenty of videos on there. I got another one on there, similar but different. And actually, I'm about to try to request the body cam footage, but we'll see how that goes. But similar, it's similar where that happened in the Ocean City on the boardwalk as well.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get the body cam footage for that here in the next month or two, and we'll post that on YouTube as well. But no, man, it's good talking with you. Definitely save my number on my phone, save my number in your phone, and keep me updated on how this stuff goes. And like obviously keep me updated on your application, and let me know if you want me to look it over before you submit it again. And
yeah, just send me the list of dates where I can, you know what I'm saying, I'm free. I'll come down to Leonardtown. If not this weekend, I know probably definitely next weekend.
Yeah, cool.
And your 2 days are what? Friday and Saturday?
For what? You want for the class?
Yes.
It's Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday. And but I will say, when it comes to the classes, though, let me see. I don't want to misspeak. That in Leonardtown, that Thursday, Friday, we're doing a women only, but the Saturday, Sunday is for men and women.
Yeah, I probably have to do a Saturday, Sunday anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So sounds good. Yeah, just let me know and stuff. You can text me here at any point in time. Yeah, dude. Oh man, but I do gotta let you go because we're about to pick the kids up. We're actually going to Disney and Ice, I guess, in Baltimore and stuff. And then I gotta hurry back down the road because I got class tomorrow. But it was definitely really good talking with you, man.
I appreciate you calling me back, and I'm sorry to call you so early this morning, but
you're fine.
Let me reach out to this guy right now.
Oh, you're fine. I was already at class and stuff. That's why I didn't pick up, and I was in class all day. So, but yeah, man, it sounds good.
Okay, I'll be back in contact with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye. Hey, real quick.
Hey.
Yes? If you don't want me to, that's totally fine. But I did record that conversation with just now with you. If you want, I can delete it. But
No, you got my permission.
All right, cool.
My name is Rose.
I won't put your name in there. Like, I usually like omit stuff like that identifies people, because it's the content of that video that we just recorded, whether you knew it or not. The content of that, like just how you heard that video this morning, like, oh my God, dude, that your video that I just recorded that I'll post probably next couple of days. Somebody might watch that and say, holy shit, I got the same problem. So
Right.
it's all about trying to help people and stuff. And I can do that without putting your personal name out and stuff like that. So I'll omit that type of information from it. I'll go back and edit that out. So, and whatnot. Ask your lawyer if she's all right with her information being included, because that might be a good plug for her. But if she doesn't want to be included, I can bleep that out as well.
You said my who?
Your lawyer. Kelly, right?
Oh, okay. Teresa Moore.
Teresa Moore, that's right. Yeah, but let her know if she wants, I can leave that in there. But if she wants, I can kind of bleep that out so they don't know who they were talking about. I don't know what her feelings are on it. But obviously sometimes, like, you called Cohen and Harris because they were featured in my video that I posted yesterday. So it might get her from some clients,
No, she's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying anything bad about her. I mean, like I said, me and her are like pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? She just represented me in my case. And
Yeah.
like, she thought I was playing when I kept telling her. I was like, the girl was straddling on top of me. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she was not believing me. I'm like, Teresa, like, this is not funny. Okay, you laughed one time, you laughed twice. Okay, 3 times enough. come on, like, get serious.
Yeah. Golly. Man, well, hey, like I said, it was good talking with you. I just got to slide out of here, though. I got to go get these kids for this Disney on Ice thing. But, hey, definitely keep me in the loop, man. Like, call me, text me, whatever you need to do.
Okay, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate you. Bye.
All right.